Merry Christmas to us, Chesterton. It's actually real in 3D and everything. 9 discs, 9 serials, 5 companions, 1 irascible doctor, and countless special features. That's the good news. The bad news is that I have run out of space on my shelf. Admittedly, this is very much a first world problem. You won't be surprised to hear that I am going to unbox the bejesus out of this. Yes, I'm going to show you the whole interior, and I am particularly excited to see what is going to be inside the booklet holder. Will the TARDIS interior be in glorious monochrome? Let's find out together. This is the first collection set to contain a 1960s series of Doctor Who, which of course means it's the only set that is in black and white, or classic black and white Doctor Who at Christmas time. You can't get better than that, can you? My YouTube channel members and my Patreon supporters will see a longer and largely unedited version of this unboxing, and you can access that video in retrospect as well. So if you're watching this video a year down the line, you should be able to join my Patreon or my YouTube channel membership and see the longer version. Let's start off by having a look at this glorious cover. I won't spend too long on this because in my announcement video I made, I had a really close look, but suffice to say, it's a lovely cluster of enemies. But I really like the Doctor's face as well. He's got such a kind of mercurial expression. Yes, mercurial, that's it. Look at all these crazy characters here. The classic Dalek, of course. Coquillian's nice and prominent, I noticed. I think maybe Lee has quite a fancy for Coquillian, as do I. What a lovely character. Zabi, Menoptera, Meddling Monk, Richard the Lionheart, they're all there. Now, let me show you this spine. Here's the thing. This spine is very thick indeed. Now, to put this in context, the previous record for spine thickness, or width rather I should say, is 51 millimeters, held by seasons 14 and 18 jointly, I think. But this one is about 56 or 57, let's say 57. I think it's 57 millimeters. So this whole thing is at least half a centimeter wider than other box sets. How cool is that? I mean, you can see by the number of serials and that it's going to need more discs than the average one. It's got so much stuff in it, and I think this probably feels heavier. I should probably do a weigh-in, shouldn't I, of box sets? Yeah. So here we've got a nice little image here from the season, and you've got a list of all the serials. Look at those serials and some of the highlights of the special features, and we're reminded here we have Matthew Sweet conversations with William Russell and Maureen O'Brien. That's great. I'm really glad that William Russell is in there especially. Behind the Sofa, of course, Flight Through Eternity is a full-length documentary which is an overview of the early years of Doctor Who. I'm really looking forward to that. It's a collectibles documentary, missing episode recons, so you can watch the Crusade with its 2 missing episodes reconstructed using off-air soundtracks and photographs. And there's all the stuff that was on the DVDs. There's all kinds of things. Right, it's time to deploy the special technique known as the fingernail. Yes, let's get this open. I've been waiting for this for quite some time. Okay, now what's on the back of this box set as well? That's always a nice hidden image as well, isn't it? So if we take this J card off, there we go. Yes. Put that to one side for now, among the baubles. Nice. There we are. Lovely. Look at that. Now, I can't remember the significance of that, if I'm honest. Is it something to do with the Time Meddler, perhaps? I cannot remember, but what I do know very well is that it looks really cool. Shall we have a look inside? Now we did see a preview of this image when the initial set of imagery for this box set came out. That looked great. That's, of course, from the Daleks' invasion of Earth, which is in this set. Let's have a look at the discs first. I know you want me to open this up, and trust me, I want me to open this up. But first, I think we'll have a look at the discs, won't we? Yes. Planet of Giants. That's a nice image there of Susan and Ian having a look at a giant ant. You might mistake that, of course, for the web planet, but it's not. Come on, it's a bit tricky sometimes, isn't it, to turn these over? In fact, that seems trickier than usual. I feel like I normally get to put my finger in there. The Dalek invasion of Earth, you got Susan and Barbara there. I always moan on about how these discs tend to have human characters, or in Susan's case, obviously Time Lord characters on these discs, but, you know, it's not a bad thing really, is it? It's a nice image, and I like the way these pictures have been, these images have been treated here. What's next? The Rescue, the Doctor and Ian. Would have been nice to have had Coquillian, quite frankly, but at least we've got some nice pictures there from that period, and yeah, it's pretty good to see. The Romans, not one of my favourite stories, but as I've said before, I'm not all that keen on the historicals really. But I'll still be watching it, I expect. Will I? Will I though? The Web Planet. Wow, it really seems like there's been a conscious decision here not to have any monsters on the disc artwork at all. It's almost as if these are preview discs for stories that we haven't seen before, and the BBC want to keep the nature of the villains secret from us. Fair enough, and you know, plenty of monsters on the cover. What do we got here? We have The Crusade, another historical. Can't say I'll be rushing to watch that one, but I'm sure it's very good indeed. Oh yes. And I know that these stories absolutely have their fans, so feel free to berate me in comments and tell me why The Crusade and the Romans are great. And of course, I want to hear your opinion on this box set full stop. The Space Museum. I have quite good memories of this. This is a bit Moffat-y, isn't it? A bit timey-wimey, this one, The Space Museum. An interesting story. What's next? It's, oh, The Chase. Finally, some monsters. And the mechanoids. I love a mechanoid. Probably my favourite monster in this whole set. I mean, I suppose second, obviously, to the Daleks. That kind of goes without saying. But it does become very easy to take the Daleks for granted, doesn't it? Now, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's something I can just see. Can you see that there? Something has come adrift from the, maybe the glue has come unstuck. Because I think it's the sheer weight of the discs. So when you get your set, be a little bit careful with that. I'm not sure what was going on there. Could obviously just be my set, but I know other people have had problems with these discs. These kind of sets are always a bit of an issue, aren't they? Because, or at least they can be, because of the sheer weight of the discs. Right, no more messing about. Let's have a look in here, eh? How exciting to open this seal. Let's walk into the TARDIS together. Oh, we can see the console room there on either side by my thumb and little finger. And here, of course, is the holder that holds the booklet. I'm going to get the booklet out very quickly and not show you what's inside. Do you hate me right now? I hate me right now. Actually, no, I'm not going to be that cruel. We'll have a look at the booklet at the end, and let's have a look in here right now. Let's take this Doctor Who pamphlet out. I'm sure they're all very exciting. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, let's have a proper look at this, because it deserves the full effect. Isn't it usually just these three things, and not these two here? That's really cool. Wow, I absolutely love that. And this whole aspect here is really interesting. And of course, now I've said this, the comments are going to be flooded with people saying that the sets are always like that. There's always the top and bottom flap. And I have just not noticed it. What do you think of this? Tell me in comments, and let's have a look inside the booklet. Now, as I always say, these booklets are always very, very lavish indeed, and just really nice. So let's have a look. But we have the usual opening overview. Okay, so let's have a look through. I always like looking for the artwork here in these things, the special artwork. That's nice. Yeah, Planet of Giants. I watched Planet of Giants a couple of months ago, and I must admit it didn't hold my attention very well. Is that too blunt? But then, of course, you know, after that, you've got the Dalek invasion of Earth, which is very much a gripping story. So it's not all kind of whimsical, lightweight behaviour. Oh, nice. I like the way that the artwork is monochrome here. That's interesting. Ah, here's the oh god, what's it called? The Slytherin. No, not the Slytherin. No, that's a different universe altogether, isn't it? Yeah. Can you tell I'm a bit rusty with YouTube videos in general? Yeah, it's been a while. I've been away for a bit because the year went rather wrong with illness in my family, so that had a knock-on effect on my writing, and so because I had to catch up with my writing, I didn't have time for YouTube videos. Coquillian in the rescue with Vicky. How lovely. Yes, that's lovely. It's great to see Coquillian there. He looks great, doesn't he? I think he would be fine in the new series. Absolutely. The Romans. Oh wow, fans of the Romans are going to love that. That's pretty grand, isn't it? Ah, Menoptera Zabi having a chat. How are you, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. I look a bit different to you, don't I? Yes, you're more insectoid. Yes, although we both have wings. Or do we? No, we don't. Yeah, that's the actual conversation they were having there. Lovely. That's nice. The Crusade. Can you see that I'm flicking past these pages? Not especially interested. The Space Museum. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's a good image there. See that? And then we have the Chase, which, as I may have said in one of my videos, I'll put the announcement video that I made for this box set, by the way, at the end of this video. So hang on till the end and you'll see it appear on screen and you can select it and watch it. But yeah, I may have said that the Chase is my favourite story in this set, and it certainly is. And I'm so glad to see it get a full page of artwork here. That's a nice ensemble of the various things in this epic 6-part tale. You've got the 2 doctors here having a bit of a sword fight. Yeah, they don't exactly look identical, funnily enough. Interesting that, isn't it? Oh yes, there we go. And then we have the Time Meddler, another piece of artwork. I feel like there's more specific artwork for these stories in this booklet than usual, but then again there are more serials than usual. Oh, there's still 1 page left. There's 4 pages for the Time Meddler. Oh, there's Peter Butterworth there, looking cheeky, peeking out from behind a lamppost, as you do. Ah, that's a lovely picture of the TARDIS crew, isn't it? Yes, we like that. Oh, and signed pictures of everyone concerned. All 5 companions in one series. I mean, people go on about Peter Davison's era being companion heavy, but you know, this one was pretty strong on companions, wasn't it? Well, I think we're all going to be very happy with this box set. I know I am. Let me just see if I can close this up. I can never quite close this up. The lip of that is just slightly creased for some reason. I'm not sure why that has happened, but what do you think about this? Tell me in comments. Are you craving some more hot season 2 action? Well, if you haven't seen my announcement video in which I go through all of the details of season 2, the box set including the special features, then you'll want to watch this video right here, or you could check out this video here which the YouTube algorithm thinks that you're going to be interested in. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to embrace your obsession. Yes, I have misplaced the ring. Temporarily. Merry Christmas.